Hello folks, welcome to my first video, probably my last video. Gonna try to play this game, a game about that most wonderful of creatures, the majestic goose, beloved amongst waterfowl for its charming looks and wise ways. An ever-escalating story game by Daniel Dembski. I got this on Amazon for a few euros, I don't remember how much. A proud goose journeys south for the winter, spreading appreciation of goosiness along the way. Though mechanically light, the unique stack system makes this solo story game something more than just a prompt-based journaling game. Earn higher and higher level problems to unlock the whole story. A game by Daniel Dembski, 2025. Okay. I had a quick look through this. Possibly I'll butcher the rules and everything, but yeah, let's see how it goes. It's nicely illustrated with this charming goose. So, this is a game about a prideful goose and other talking animals getting up to hijinks. Think of it as a funny animals comic with a bit more plot. The situations your goose creates will escalate and snowball with one another until they get up to level 12, or if you wish, even beyond. The Majestic Goose is intended as a solo game, played by deciding how things escalate and writing short journal entries. Take note of characters and their names here on the first page for easy reference. Okay, I already have a character in mind. This goose is a Slovak goose. So his first name is going to be Jan. I don't recall if the A has an accent or not, but we're going to go with it. And his surname is going to be Hus, which, let's check our little illustrated Slovak English dictionary. Oh, 19293. 119. I would like a picture of the animal. Yes. Here we have Goose. Hus. So, his name is Jan Hus, the goose. And he lives on a farm called Vashko Farm. And little does he know that this farm creates goose pate. So here we have Hus-sy pečen, Hus-sy masti. So goose pate in goose fat, I guess. This is located in Brestovany in Slovakia. Ingredients of this wonderful pate, as you can see, I finished it. 69% goose liver and goose fat, 30%, and kitchen salt and garlic. Very clean, no added chemicals, not very healthy, as pate is not very healthy, but yeah, let's get started. So, the game is played on the stack, which is like an inventory of your current problems and situations. Each level can hold one situation. I've divided them visually in two, since you may cross one off and need room to write another as you play. Let's start off with just a few levels. Eventually you'll get to level 12 or even higher. Okay. D4, 3, 2, 1. Once you reach level 4, you will unlock the D4, that is 4-sided dice. But until then, you will be adding problems on level 1 or 2. Note, whenever this book refers to level 1 or 2, it means level 1 if that's currently empty, otherwise level 2. Okay, gonna grab some dice. Yeah, I don't have a mic. This is just on my iPhone. This is probably going to be a one-time video thing. But yeah. So let's add your first problem. The prompt for level 1 is, what does the goose do to boast or show off? You can figure out how this prideful behavior leads to a problem, or just write down the prideful behavior itself. I'm sure it will lead to enough problems given time. Choose a short phrase to write on level 1 of the stack and put the details in the notes here. How does he boast or show off? Okay, so he's living on this farm. He sees Mr. Vashko come every day and take some of his friends away, and he's thinking, what makes them so special, you know? And so I'm gonna say he starts to goose dance. So yeah, goose dance. So this is dance. So this is where he kind of does a chicken dance, you know? Like, what was it Matthew McConaughey did in one of his films? Yeah, I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, some kind of chicken dance. And oh no, now that film's gonna be stuck in my head. He was being followed. It was a reality show kind of thing. Anyway, okay. So yeah, he decides goose dancing in front of Mr. Vashko. And he is very much ignored by the farmer. And yeah. So goose dance. It's just like the chicken dance. Oh my god, I can't spell dance today. A la Matthew McConaughey. Oh Lord, that is not how you spell McConaughey. Okay. Next, we'll add to level 1 or 2 again, i.e. we'll put something on level 2. The prompt for level 2 is, where are you? If it's someplace familiar, note a problem you left behind last time you were here. If someplace new, note something puzzling about the place. Add a brief phrase on level 2, then record any details. Someplace familiar. Okay, well, he's on the farm, which is familiar. What kind of problem did he leave behind last time? I need some inspiration. I'm not a very good solo player, as you can see. So, which dice will we go for? The classic ones? Intergalactic, Medic, Prehistory, Fright. Let's go with the classic ones. Let's look for some inspiration. What kind of problem did he leave behind before? Okay, yeah. Drawn to the sheep. Drawn to this. All right, and this. So, a problem for Jan Hus is a sheep who is in the same area, same enclosure as he is. And this guy is just toing and froing all day, every day, getting in his way of him dancing, and he's had enough of this and he wants to go explore the world and bring his goose dance to the world. Yeah. Now something special happens. Level 1 and level 2 are adjacent and your goose has a problem on each. This triggers an escalation. The two problems interact and lead to a new problem on level 3. This can happen however you want. The new problem might be one of the old ones developing further, or it might be a new element entering the story. Things might go well at first, the two problems almost cancelling out until something unexpected happens. Your new level 3 problem can be a mystery, a threat, or a new goal. Okay. Cross off the problems on level 1 2, then might your new problem as a short phrase on level 3. You can record the details here. Okay, so how will these things interact? His goose dance and this sheep. A mystery, a threat, or a new goal. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So, I'm thinking his dancing is also getting on the nerves of the sheep, and the sheep has had enough of him. So the sheep is going to start maybe trying to attack him. So the sheep is now chasing Jan all around the farm, all around the enclosure, trying to headbutt him and trample him. And Jan is just screaming in fear and flapping around the enclosure. Okay? So, prompts provide the fuel, but escalations are where the majority of the story happens. Perform an escalation immediately whenever two adjacent levels both are occupied. Always add the new problem one level up. 1 and 2 lead to problem level 3. 2 and 3 lead to problem level 4. Escalation level 4, sorry. Let's clean up the stack now that a couple of things have been crossed off. Whenever you run out of space to write you the crossed out problems, you can copy the stack to a new page, bringing over all the active problems but leaving behind the crossed off ones. Crossed out problems may or may not be over, but they are no longer on the stack, no longer mechanically tracked. Here's this new stack to copy to. Most pages in this book will provide a new blank stack. Okay, so sheep attacking. Sheep attacking. Okay. We just reached a new level, namely level 3. Whenever this happens, follow the prompt for the new level. Normally the level 3 prompt would place a problem on level 3, but right now level 3 is occupied. So instead we will place the new problem on level 1 or 2. The prompt for level 3, which will land on level 1, is: your friends are troublemakers of the best sort. What kind of scheme is it today? Gain a problem, a welcome challenge, really, created by an associate. Record a short phrase on level 1 and any details here. So, my friends are troublemakers of the best sort. What kind of scheme is it today? Let's see. What kind of scheme? Okay. They want to steal a key, to unlock a door, to steal, could be a letter or a bank card, ATM card. Okay, they're going to steal a card from Mr. Vashko. Okay, so that goes to level 1. They want to steal. Well, have they already completed it, or a problem? Okay, I'm going to say that they have returned to the enclosure after stealing Mr. Vashko, the farmer's card. So they want to go on a bit of an outing, go party, have some drinks perhaps. Okay, this level 1 problem triggers no escalation, so next we will follow another prompt of level 1 or 2, namely level 2. So make up another situation following the level 2 prompt. See page 3, recording it on level 2. Alright, back over to page 3. If it's someplace familiar, know the problem you left behind last time you were here. Okay. Well, the problem I had was a sheep attacking. So I'm going to say more sheep friends have appeared. Well, friends to the sheep, but enemies to me. Well, Jan. Okay. Now we're over here. Now level 1 and 2 are occupied, but notice you cannot escalate 1 and 2 to 3, because level 3 can hold only one problem. So instead choose the higher escalation, 2 and 3 to 4. Cross off your level 2 and 3 problems and write the new problem on level 4. Record what happens below. So more sheep friends have arrived, who will also be attacking me while my friends are here. Okay, crossing up level 2 and 3. Okay, well now it's an all-out. More sheep friends and sheep attacking. Well, it's freaking West Side Story now. But okay, 2 gangs. The whole sheep gang is now after me. 2 and 3 are freed up. And then we have the stolen farmer's card on level 1. Okay. Once again, we've reached a new level. This unlocks the D4. But, well, what are the sheep gang doing? Well, I'm going to say the sheep gang are kicking the crap out of Jan. Kicking Jan Hus his ass, and his friends are trying to stop the fight. Other geese are trying to pull them off him. Okay. Once again, we reach level 4. A new level, this unlocks the D4. But first things first, follow the level 4 prompt and put the results down on level 2. The level 4 prompt is, there's something you decide you must have. Who or what do you ignore in order to get it? What must I have? Oh, well, there's a sheep. Well, I guess there's a really good looking lady sheep there. Yeah, so he has the bright idea to take her on his travels as he runs away to explore the world and share his goose dance with the world. Okay. An attractive sheep. Should we give her a name? Yes, we should. How will we give her a name? I have stuff nearby. Okay. Help is here. So there must be some names in here. Race. Names, okay. Page 9. What? Sorry, page 14. Female names, D100. Let's do it. Okay, 76. Riogna. What a beautiful name for a sheep. Riogna. Let's give her a name at the front as well. Lady sheep. Riogna. Okay. So he must have her. Who does he ignore? Everyone. So, okay, well he manages to get away from his friends pull the other sheep off, and he recovers him, shakes off his wings, brushes the feathers down, and he approaches, and I guess he's getting up there, and he sees Riogna in the distance, and approaches her. She has a little pink bow in her hair, and he starts chatting her up, and He's like, oh, come on a little journey with me. I can dance really well. I'm gonna woo the world with my crazy moves. So, does she say yes or no? Let's say 1 to 10 yes, 11 to 20 no. Okay, 2. She's in. She's all in. Now this triggers the escalation 1 and 2 on 3. That level 1 problem has been there for a while. Does it feel relevant? I'll give you some advice. Anything still on the stack is supposed to still be true, but if the story has moved on, one thing you can do is replace it with something similar that fits the new situation, or even something just thematically related. In any case, what happens? Remember to cross off the escalating problems and then add your new level 3 problem. Okay. Escalation. So, escalation is, he's focused on Ryogna. He's taking her, he's taking the card off his friends, and they're jumping the fence. So, he has hopped the fence with Ryogna, the card, the sheep gang is on 4. Okay, great. So now there's a new escalation. That's 2 in a row. 3 and 4 on 5. Rolling the d4 is coming soon. We just take care of escalations first. So the escalation, we cross them out, right? Gonna pause for a second. Okay, yeah. So we've hopped the fence with Ryogna and the card, credit card. The sheep gang coming after us. So now we have a chase where the sheep gang are after us and we are running through the village now. Well, flapping through the village. He's pulling Ryogna behind him. And behind us, almost 10 sheep chasing them. So we cross these off the stack. Once again, we've escalated to a level we haven't seen before. This means we need to follow the level 5 prompt. Aha. Okay, yeah, putting the result down on level 1. The level 5 prompt is, some animals just don't appreciate your majesty. What do your enemies do against you? Okay. I guess those sheep chasing us don't appreciate our majesty. So they are already chasing us. What do they do against us? Okay, so let's say the sheep have convinced some bees to chase us as well. So now we're being chased by sheep and bees. You just have the bees in there. Okay. Looking at the stack, we have no new escalations. That means it's finally time to roll the dice. Note, this game will ask you to roll dice with 4 sides, 6 sides, 8 sides, 10 sides, and 12 sides. It can be blah 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 blah. Roll a d4 and then follow whichever prompt number comes up. Place the resulting problem on the corresponding level unless the level is already occupied, in which case place the result on level 1 or 2. The prompts are all listed in the back of the book for easy reference when rolling. If you like surprises, don't read them all ahead. As you unlock 60, 68, blah blah blah, place the previous die so you gain the ability to roll higher prompts. Note, the level 2 prompt in the back of the book involves moving on your flight south and has some special rules explained there. Use that version of the prompt now that you know the basic order of play. You can always choose not to move very far if you're not in a hurry to leave. Now that the rules are out of the way, start playing on the more spacious pages that follow. Rule summary. If 2 adjacent levels are occupied, escalate. If you just reached a new level, follow its prompt. If neither of the above apply, roll your current die for a new prompt. Prompts add a problem onto the corresponding level. Unless that's occupied, in which case the problem goes on to level 1 or 2. The level 12 prompt explains how the game can end. Okay, so right now, Jan and Ryogna are being chased by the sheep gang and a swarm of bees. The video is getting a little bit long now, so I'm going to stop and maybe I'll come back to this, or maybe this will just sink into the abyss that is YouTube, never to be seen again, along with the channel that I created specifically for this. So yeah, the book, you have lots of space for your games. Here are prompts. I don't want to do spoilers, but yeah, okay, at least I'll do the first 2. Roll your current die to select a prompt once you have resolved all escalations. Remember, the first time you reach a level, you should follow its prompt next rather than rolling. This helps the prompts tell their story slightly in order. Don't read ahead if you want to be surprised by that story. Prompts result in a new problem on the corresponding level, or if that level is occupied, on level 1 or 2, the lowest empty level. Level 1, as we saw earlier, what does the goose do to boast or show off? Level 2, you are a goose on your way south for the winter, and the time has come to move on. Put on your sunglasses and wish everyone a hearty "see ya, suckers." Of course, you might bring some friends along, especially fellow birds. Firstly, since you're moving on, cross off anything on the stack which you are sure will not come up in the new location. Note that this is up to you. You may choose to keep a problem around and interpret it loosely, having a new but similar situation occur, or having your character think about the old situation during an escalation. Secondly, where do you arrive next? If it is a familiar location, take a problem you left behind last time you were here. If it's someplace new, note something puzzling about the place. Okay, that's it for me. Bye-bye.